and requires more than 5 minutes even. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Wicker. Senator Shaheen, please.
Thank you. Congratulations to both of you and your families. Thank you for your willingness to continue to serve this country. Senator Wicker raised the move of the Office of Space Commerce to the Department of Commerce, General Whiting. As a member of the Appropriations Committee, I remember there was some controversy at the time about that decision and a question about whether that was actually going to work. Can you tell us how that's working at this point? I understand that we will have a shortfall in terms of the funding that we were planning to give to them to continue the integration. So where are we in that process, and what do we still need to do?
Yeah, Senator, thank you for that question. I am not aware of the specific funding, exactly where they are in their funding in the Department of Commerce, but I can say that they are an absolutely eager and willing partner. We have multiple engagements from senior leadership down to their tactical level where they have been out to our operating locations where we conduct this mission. They've seen how we do business, and they're partnering with us on their plans for how they move forward. But ma'am, I am just not familiar with exactly where they are in their funding profile.
The Space Command, however, has also created a new commercial integration office to help coordinate commercial space capabilities. Is that correct?
Ma'am, that is correct.
So how do you see that office working with the office in the Department of Commerce?
Yes, ma'am. Inside of U.S. Space Command, that office, Senator, is figuring out ways that U.S. Space Command can take advantage of the incredible capability that U.S. space industry brings us. That will be focused on military unique aspects of obviously our mission. Department of Commerce will be focused on non-military aspects, but I think there will be a chance to partner together so that, for example, the U.S. government isn't paying twice for commercial space situational awareness data that may be useful to both of us.
Thank you. Well, as you point out, commercial space is playing a greater role in what's happening with our military, and we've seen in Russia's war against Ukraine the role of Starlink in how they're operating their military operations. Can you talk about how you see an attack on those commercial operations, how we should view that? Should we consider that an act of war if we see that happening? Where are we in the thinking about how we look at the commercial space operations in connection with what we say about our military space operations?
Yeah. Senator, that is a topic, obviously, that we're focused on very, very keenly. Inside the Unified Command Plan, where the President gives tasks to each of the combatant commanders, there is a task to United States Space Command to defend commercial space capabilities if directed. So we understand that importance and have put that hook into that mission. I think moving forward, as you said, ma'am, with the Russia-Ukraine, we've only seen the growing importance of commercial space capability. So we must continue to partner with those companies so that they look to build resilience into their systems, and then partner with them that if we do need to actively defend them, we have the communication avenues open to be able to do so.
And have we actually defined what an attack on commercial operations would mean?
Ma'am, I think ultimately that would be a policy question, but we certainly understand what the actions are that would look like, some kind of attack, whether that was jamming or a direct physical attack on a satellite or a ground station.
So we haven't actually, in terms of policy, delineated how we would respond to that kind of a situation.
Senator, I think we have a range of options, but they are not coded that if X happens, then Y will follow. We have to look at each set of circumstances uniquely.
Thank you. General Guillot, how are hypersonic weapons changing the way NORAD thinks about your job?
Senator, I think that hypersonics present the greatest technical challenge that we face today. We're in a three-way race strategically with our two main competitors in hypersonics, both in offensive and defensive capabilities. We're working closely with MDA, the Missile Defense Agency, to develop our own offensive and defensive capabilities to keep pace. If I'm confirmed, I'll be keenly interested in this because as the commander of NORAD, I would be responsible for the integrated tactical warning and the attack assessment of any hypersonic attack on the continental United States. And then we would be using United States Space Command systems to help us get that data. So it's a field that we're watching very closely, and we're in a tight competition with Russia and China.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Shaheen.